Hello everybody, my name's Del. Welcome to the Sensory Story Workshop film for Jack and the Beanstalk, which is part of Ignition's Create Family Days programme. Now the story workshop is broken down into short sections that are about 5 minutes long, so it's up to you to choose if you'd like to do one, a few or all of the sections to tell the whole story. It's completely up to you. Now, to tell the story, we're going to need some objects from around our homes to help us. So I am going to show you the objects, and then afterwards, if you haven't already got them, you can pause the film and go off and collect the ones that you have. So first of all, we need a spoon. So if you do have a spoon, can you pick it up and you can give it a wave from side to side? Can you wave your spoon? Great, so we're going to need a spoon for our story. Next up, do you have a bowl? We need a bowl. So if you've got your bowl, pick it up and can you move it from side to side to show us your bowl that you've got already? Maybe you can tip it upside down and the right way up, upside down and the right way up. We're also going to need a toy cow. So this is mine here. If you have a toy cow, and remember it's fine if you don't, you can just pretend. Can you make it moo or move around? Moo, 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 moo. Okay, a toy cow. Then next up, do you have a green t-shirt or scarf or sock or hat, something green, or a tea towel? If you do, can you pick it up and give it a shake? Shake it around. Something green. Great. We will also need either a water spray or a little cup of water. You don't need too much, it's not for drinking. You'll find out soon what we're going to use it for. And last but not least, do you have a Lego figure or a Playmobil figure or just a small doll, something like this, that you can use to help us tell our story? Great. Now, before we start to tell the story, we need to get ourselves ready. We need to get our bodies and our imaginations ready. So we're going to do our warm-up, waves and voices. Now you can either join in with the waves or the voices or both. It's completely up to you. So I'd like you to rub your hands together, get them really nice and warm as you can. Great, then stretch up your two arms as high as you can, wave at the sky and say, "Hello sky." Repeat after me, "Hello sky." Then make yourself as small as you can and wave and repeat after me, "Hello earth." Hello earth. Then we're going to wave all around us and repeat after me, "Hello friends." Hello friends. Great. Now I'd like you to pick up a pretend squeaky voice and put it into your mouth and give it a chew. Chewing. 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 Lovely chewing. Make sure you're chewing with your mouth closed. Let's see what these squeaky voices sound like. So rub your hands together and you remember you can join in with the waves or the voices or both. It's completely up to you. And then stretch up as high as you can. And with your squeaky voice, we're going to say, "Hello, sky." Hello, sky. Then make yourself as small as you can. And with your squeaky voice, we're going to say, "Hello, earth." Hello, earth. Then we're going to wave all around us with our squeaky voices. "Hello friends! Hello friends! Hello friends!" Great. Can you take your squeaky voice out? This time we're going to pick up a big deep voice. So put it in your mouth and give it a big chew. Takes a lot of chewing, this one. Chew it. Chew, chew, chew. Then rub your hands together. We're going to find out what these big deep voices sound like. Great, then stretch up as high as you can and in your big deep voice say, "Hello sky." Hello sky. Make yourself as small as you can in your big deep voice. Say, "Hello earth." Hello earth. And then last one, we're going to wave and say, "Hello friends." Hello friends. Okay, take your big deep voice out. We're going to do 2 more voices. This time, can you pick up a pretend grumpy voice. So put it in your mouth and give it a chew. And start to show me a grumpy cross face. You are not very happy. Then rub your hands together, you're feeling a bit grumpy. Then stretch up as high as you can in your grumpy voice. Say, hello sky. Hello sky. Make yourself as small as you can. Say, hello earth. Hello earth. Then we're going to wave at everybody. Say, hello friends. Hello friends. And take your grumpy voice out. Wash away the grumpy face. This time we're going to pick up a pretend happy voice to finish with. So put your happy voice in and give it a chew. And can you do a happy smiley face? And let's rub our hands together, get them nice and warm. And for the last time, we're going to stretch up as high as we can. And with our happy smiley voices, we're going to wave and say, hello sky. Hello sky. Make yourself as small as you can. Hello earth. Hello earth. And last time, a big wave to everybody. Hello friends. Hello friends. Great. So we've got ourselves warmed up and ready to start telling the story. Hello everybody. I'm Jack's mum from the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. So I'd like all of you to pretend that you're Jack. Okay, you ready? You're Jack and I'm Jack's mum. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Jack. Jack lived in a house with his mum. Can you all use your hands to make a house? There's Jack's house. He lived in a house with his mum. And they had a very happy life together. Every morning, they would come downstairs. Let's walk down the stairs together. They'd open the door to the kitchen. Step inside. Get their bowl of porridge and their spoon. So Jax, if you've got a bowl and a spoon, can you pick them up now, please? If you haven't, don't worry, you can just pretend. And what we're going to do is mix our porridge. So can you mix your porridge? 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, so when I say 3, 2, 1, stop, we're going to stop mixing. This time, I'm going to ask you to mix it either quickly or slowly. So when I say quickly, we're going to mix very quickly. And when I say slowly, we're going to mix very slowly. And when I say 3, 2, 1, stop, we're going to stop. So get your bowl ready, get your spoon ready. And can you mix your porridge very quickly? As quick as you can. Quick as you can, Jax. 3, 2, 1, stop. This time we're going to mix our porridge very slowly. Can you mix slowly, Jack? Slow, slow mixing. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, have a taste. Ooh, I think it still needs a little bit more mixing. So Jax, this time, can you mix your porridge very quickly? Quick as you can. Quick as you can. Mix it, mix it, mix it. 3, 2, 1, stop. Great. This time, Jax, can you mix your porridge very slowly? Slow mixing, like slow motion, as slowly as you can. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, have a taste of that porridge. It still needs one final bit of mixing, so get your spoon ready and can you mix your porridge quickly? Quick as you can. You can go faster than that, I'm sure of it. 3, 2, 1, stop. And for the last time, can you mix your porridge slowly? Slow, 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 slow. Slow. 3, 2, 1, stop. Let's have a taste. Oh, it's perfect. So Jack, can you eat up your porridge? You're going to need lots of energy today. Eat up your porridge, then put down your bowl and your spoon. One day, Jack and his mum went into the kitchen and they opened the cupboard. So join in with me, open the cupboard. If you want to, you can make the sound of the doors. And they felt around for some porridge. Have a feel. Stretch right to the back of the cupboard. Oh, there's no porridge in there. Let's try this cupboard. Open this one. If you want to, you can join in with the sound. And they felt in the cupboard there. Stretch right to the back. I can't see any porridge. I can't feel it. No porridge there. Let's try one more cupboard. Open the door. Have a feel around for porridge. Oh, there's no porridge in there. Jack, we've run out of porridge and I don't have any money to buy some more. This is a very sorry situation. Now, what I need you to do, Jack, is to take Daisy the cow. Here's Daisy the cow. Moo. To market, to sell her. So if you've got a cow with you, can you pick it up now? If you haven't, just pretend, that's fine too. And can you make your Daisy the cow move around? And if you want to, you can make Daisy the cow moo. Are we ready? Moo. And again, moo. One last time, moo. So Jax, I need you to take Daisy the cow to market to sell her to get some money for some porridge. So, Jack, are you ready to take Daisy the cow off to market to sell her so we've got some money for some porridge? Great. Now, before we go, can you make your Daisy the cow moo or do a little dance? Here we go. Moo, moo, moo. Okay, we're ready to head off to market. So to get there, we're going to walk on the spot so you can join in with that. And I'm going to sing the Market March song, which you can also join in with if you'd like to. We're walking off to market, to market, to market. We're walking off to market to sell Daisy the cow. Great. This time we're going to do it a little bit faster, so you can march a bit faster and join in with the singing if you'd like to. We're walking off to market, to market, to market. We're walking off to market to sell Daisy the cow. Brilliant. How else could we travel to market, I wonder? Why don't we try jumping? Okay, so you can jump up and down and join in with the song if you'd like to. We're jumping off to market, to market, to market. We're jumping off to market to sell Daisy the cow. One more time, jumping. We're jumping off to market, to market, to market. We're jumping off to market to sell Daisy the cow. This time we are going to stamp off to market. So get ready to stamp and you can join in with the singing if you'd like to. We're stamping off to market, to market, to market. We're stamping off to market to sell Daisy the cow. This time we're going to stamp once more. We're stamping off to market, to market, to market. We're stamping off to market to sell Daisy the cow. This time, how else could we travel to market? We're going to tiptoe. So up on your toes if you can balance. We're tiptoeing off to market, to market, to market. We're tiptoeing off to market to sell Daisy the cow. And one last time, what should we do for the last time? Run, okay. So on the spot, you can run or you can join in with the singing as well if you'd like to. We're running off to market, to market, to market. We're running off to market to sell Daisy the cow. Again. We're running off to market, to market, to market. We're running off to market to sell Daisy the cow. Moo. Now, we got to market and had to look for someone to sell Daisy the cow to. So can you get your searching hand ready like this? And can you search to this side? There's no one over there. So search to this side. No one over there. Search up on your tiptoes. No one up there. Search down really low. No one down there. Let's try again. So search this way. No one there. Search this way. No one there. Search up on your tiptoes. No one there. Search down low. No one there. Who on earth are we going to sell Daisy the cow to? But then we heard a man calling us. Oh, hello there, hello. What's your name? Oh, Jack. Pleased to meet you, Jack. Now, I wonder, Jack, is this your marvellous cow that's for sale here? Oh, it's Daisy the cow, and is Daisy the cow for sale, is she? Can you nod your head if she's for sale? Can I buy Daisy the cow? Is that okay? Oh, fantastic, thank you. Now, I don't actually have any money to give you for Daisy the cow, but I do have these very special magic beans. Now, I'm going to show you these magic beans here. Look at this. A whole selection of magical, sparkly, shining beans. So, if I give you these beans, can I have Daisy the cow? Great, thank you. What an exchange. So here's the beans for you. And I'm going to take Daisy the cow. Thanks, Jack. Bye-bye, Jack.
Oh, hello, Jack. Welcome back from market. Hello, can you give me a wave, Jack? Lovely to see you. Now, did you manage to sell Daisy the cow at market? Can you give me a nod if you managed to sell her? Brilliant! Well done for selling Daisy the cow. So do you have some money for me? Can I have the money that you got for selling Daisy the cow? What do you mean there's no money? You swapped Daisy the cow for what? What have you got here? What are these? For magic beans? For magic beans? What do you expect me to do with a load of so-called magic beans? Magic beans? Oh, Jack, I am so very angry. I need money to buy some porridge. I can't believe you bought magic beans. Now, Jack, I need you to go to bed without any supper. Oh, magic beans. Who ever heard of such a ridiculous thing? Now, if you've got a magic bean with you, can you pick it up? If not, just pretend that you've got one in your hand. And I'd like you to hold it out as far as you can. And then you're going to let go of your magic bean. Go, magic beans. You are no use at all to me. Oh, goodness me, I can't believe that you brought back magic beans.
So Jack got sent to bed by his mum with no supper. So what you're going to do now is pretend that you are the magic bean growing into a beanstalk. So if you've got a green t-shirt or a green scarf, hat, sock, something green, can you pick it up now? Then I'd like you to pretend to go to sleep somewhere. So you could lie down on the floor to sleep, you could curl up in a chair to sleep, or you could just stand up and go to sleep like this. Then I would like someone else who is there with you to either get your water spray or your cup of water, and they're very gently going to sprinkle a little bit of water on you. Sprinkle, 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 just a little bit of water. Just a little bit of water, because we know that beans and seeds need water to help them grow. Now, when that water has been sprinkled on you, You're going to wake up, open your eyes, hold your green, and then start to grow up tall into a really tall beanstalk. And you've got your green leaves flapping and swaying in the wind. Now, when I say it's really windy, we're going to move our green leaves really quickly. But when I say there is no wind, we're going to hold them very still. So it's very windy. Can you flap your green leaves around all over the place? It's very windy. Very windy. Oh, flap them all over the place. And there's no wind. Stop. Hold it as still as you can. And it's very windy. So flap those green leaves of the beanstalk around. Flap, flap, flap. And there's no wind. Stop. Hold it as still as you can. And it's very windy. Flap those green leaves of the beanstalk around. And there's no wind. Stop. Now, I'd like you to scrunch up your green t-shirt or scarf or hat and very gently drop it onto the floor. Now, if you have got with you a little Lego figure or a Playmobil figure or a small doll, I would like you to help this little figure, who is going to be Jack, climb up a beanstalk. So if there's a grown-up there with you, can you get them to be a beanstalk? Get them to make the shape of the beanstalk. And then you're going to get your little Jack, and starting at their toes at the very bottom, you're going to get Jack to climb up the beanstalk. Look, here's Jack climbing up the beanstalk. Climb right the way to the top until Jack is at the top of the beanstalk on top of your grown-up's head. That's it. So keep climbing with that little Jack. It's a long climb to get to the top of the beanstalk. And climb all the way to the top until Jack is on the grown-up's head and at the top of the beanstalk. So Jack had reached the top of the beanstalk, and before him was an enormous castle. Can you stretch out as wide as you can to make yourself into an enormous castle? Jack decided to go inside. So now Jack pushed the door, really push as hard as you can. Oh, it's really heavy. Oh, it's really heavy. Oh, it's hard work pushing this giant door. One more time, let's push. Oh, it's really hard work. Last time, and if you want to, you can make the sound of the door as it opens. Jack went inside the castle and it was full of giant things. There was a giant pencil. Jack picked it up and drew a picture. Can you pick up a giant pencil and can you draw a picture of a house with your giant pencil? Or what does your house look like? Draw it with your giant pencil. There's the roof. You can put some windows on. You could put a door on. You might want to draw the garden. So draw a picture with your giant pencil, then put your giant pencil down. Jack also saw a giant toothbrush. So he picked up the giant toothbrush and decided to try and brush his teeth with it. So let's brush our teeth. If you want to, you can make the sound as well with the giant toothbrush. Jack put it down. Jack was feeling thirsty after that climb. He really needed a drink, and he saw a cup on the top of a giant table. So he climbed up onto the table, and he picked up the cup and had a drink, but it's a giant cup, so pick it up. Glug, 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 glug. But at that moment, Jack heard a voice calling out, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman." It was the voice of the giant. Jack ran away and hid as the giant came into the room where Jack was hiding. Now, what I'd like you to do in a moment, the giant is going to come in. When you see the giant on your screen looking at you, you need to hide. So you could duck down, or you could go and sit on a chair far away, or you could go out of the doorway to the room that you're in. But when the giant disappears off the screen, you can come back and start dancing around like you're Jack, saying, "Ah, giant, you can't find me anywhere." So the giant is going to come, so you need to get ready to hide. Get ready to hide.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Oh, I can definitely smell children. And they're pretty stinky children. I can't see any though, because I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm just going to go look for my glasses over here. I'm just going to go look for my glasses.
So you can come back. The giant's gone. Come back, Jack. Come back. But then Jack heard the sound.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. I can definitely smell children. Are you hiding, children? Are you hiding? You're very stinky, but I still can't find my glasses. I better go look for them and then I'll definitely find you. All right, I'll be back in a minute.
The giant's gone, Jack. The giant's gone. You can come back. Come back. But then, one last time.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. I can definitely smell stinky children.
Now Jack stayed hidden where he was because he didn't want to get caught by the big giant. Jack waited for the sounds of the giant to disappear. Then he crept out from his hiding place and looked around the giant's castle. He noticed something up on the giant's table that looked amazing and magical. So he climbed onto the table. Can you climb up? And he picked up the giant's magical harp and began to play. Can you take your hand and stretch out and make the sound of the harp as you play? As Jack played the harp, golden coins flew out from the harp. Jack decided to take this down to his mum, so he climbed down the beanstalk. So pick up your harp and climb down the beanstalk. Doom, 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 doom. And he gave his mum the magical harp that produced gold. There you go, Mum. And decided to climb back up to see what other treasures he would find in the giant's castle. So let's climb the beanstalk together again. Doom, 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 doom. When he got to the top, Jack looked around. So can you look around? Look to the sides, look up, look down, to the side, other side, look up, look down. Then Jack heard a strange sound. Can you make the wings of our magical chicken? And if you want to, you can make the sounds too. Jack found an enormous chicken, and this enormous chicken was no ordinary chicken, because this chicken laid golden eggs. Now Jack knew he had to have this, so he grabbed the chicken under one arm and he grabbed the golden egg in his other hand and he went down the beanstalk as fast as he could. But as he travelled down, he heard the sounds of the giant following close behind. So let's stomp like a giant. If you want to, you can join in with the giant's call of fee fi fo fum.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Jack carried on climbing down the beanstalk as fast as he could, with the huge chicken under one arm and the giant egg in his hand. He eventually got to the bottom and passed the chicken to his mum. There you go, mum. And passed the golden egg to his mum. There you go, mum. At that moment, he looked up and he could see the giant coming down the beanstalk, down, 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 down. And he noticed out of the sky came falling the biggest pair of scissors Jack had ever seen. They were enormous. They must have fallen out of the giant's pocket. They came falling, 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 and they landed with a thud in front of Jack. He picked them out of the ground. He looked at his mum, and his mum looked at Jack, and they knew what to do. What should they do with the scissors and the beanstalk? That's it. We're going to cut the beanstalk down. So can you make your hands into some giant scissors, and we're going to say snip, snip, snip to cut down that beanstalk. Ready? Snip, snip, snip. But still the beanstalk did not fall. We need to snip again. Get ready with your arms. Snip, snip, snip. But still the beanstalk did not fall. One last time. Snip, snip, snip. They did it. They cut through the beanstalk. The beanstalk swayed from side to side, sway like a beanstalk, then went crashing into the field behind their house. Jack and his mum looked up at the top of the beanstalk and could see the giant just climbing up onto the clouds into his castle. Jack and his mum were able to use the gold from the harp and the golden eggs to go and buy as much porridge as they could ever eat. And they both lived happily ever after. So thank you everybody for helping to tell the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. So to finish up, can you rub your hands together? Get them nice and warm and stretch up as high as you can. Say goodbye, sky. Make yourself as small as you can. Say goodbye, Jack. And then let's wave all around to say goodbye, Beanstalk. Now this time, can you put in a whispering voice and give it a tune? Then rub your hands together. Then in your calm, whispering voice, stretch up as high as you can. Say goodbye, sky. Make yourself as small as you can. Say goodbye, Jack. And let's wave and say goodbye, Beanstalk. And can you put your own voice back in? You've been brilliant storytellers. I look forward to story number 2. Bye.